I'm Nigel Kennedy. I'm the Villa fan. Yo, man. And a Geigerspieler.
Nigel Kennedy is as comfortable at a concert as he is in a football stadium. He's as loud on stage as he is on the terraces.
My old man, simply a City fan.
I met the man behind the best-selling classical music album ever to talk about his favourite German club, St. Pauli.
Any team which can wear the colour of shit is my team.
Our shared love for sleeping English giants, Aston Villa.
It's like my blood. I can't take my blood out, and I don't need a transfusion.
And what it's like to move between the disparate worlds of football and classical music.
The Villa's in everyone's face wherever I go, you know.
It didn't take long for Nigel to make himself at home inside St. Pauli's Millantor Stadium.
Kein Fußball, den Faschisten.
No football for the fascists.
Right on, man.
Brilliant.
Really great.
But only the night before, he'd been performing in Hamburg's newest concert hall. I wondered if the change of scenery was jarring.
Fucking hell.
Here we are in the lovely Millantor Stadium. Beautiful place.
Fantastic place. You can feel the kind of spirit of like what's been going on. You know, sometimes an empty stadium has really got the spirit of those amazing nights that all the fans and the players have been enjoying from the past.
Have you ever been to a game here before?
I've only been to the stadium when it's empty. So okay. I'm coming back in November, like to see a game,
yeah.
And like I'm going to spend a couple of days because Hamburg's a great place anyway. Mm-hmm. I've got friends, obviously, who support St. Pauli. So like one of them's got one of them posh boxes there, but that's where I want to be. You know, the standing bit. Yeah. That's where the real atmosphere is.
Is it because you like Hamburg that you got to St. Pauli, or is there something about St. Pauli that you like as a club?
I think there's something about St. Pauli. It's the nature of the club, that it's an artist's club. It's a, you know, kind of a freedom club, isn't it? Mm-hmm. The fans, I think, is what, for me, is the most important thing in football. It's not the players who sometimes they just sniff a bit of money and you'd see their arse disappearing into the distance, you know.
Now, I once read an interview with you and you were quoted as saying that you preferred St. Pauli to Aston Villa. Were you misquoted?
I think that was misquoted, man, because
Okay.
there's no way that can be. Like, I've been going to Villa since I was 8, you know, and so like it's part of my life, you know. It's like my blood. I can't take my blood out, and I don't need a transfusion, you know. So.
It could all have been so different. Nigel grew up south of Birmingham, surrounded by fans of Aston Villa's closest rivals, Birmingham City.
My stepsister, she was a Blues fan.
Yeah.
She took me to a game, and like there was a back pass. In them days, you could do back passes, and it just went straight through the keeper's legs into the goal. I said, "Look, I'm not watching shit like that. No fucking way, man."
How often do you get to games at the Villa? If you're moving around and
Not
living
so
abroad?
much anymore, but I've got my season tickets because I carry on supporting them in that way that at least I've put some money into the club.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I only get into about 12 games each season now.
That's not bad.
It's
That's
pretty
not
bad, though. You know,
well, that's still a fair tally for living abroad and moving
well,
around
yeah,
and
it's a
touring and
proper
stuff.
effort, you know. But like, man, it's like I used to go. One time I took 2 years off the violin to watch the Villa, and I used to watch the Villa Reserves, and the Villa youth team every week. Whenever they got anything on, I'd go and watch it.
That's real dedication going
Well,
to see
yeah,
all the youth
that
teams
is-
and that as well.
Some people would call it wasting your life, man.
What's it like when you go back to Villa Park? Do you feel you still feel at home?
It feels like the family.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a family of like 30,000 people, you know. Quite often I'd be walking in and like, you know, groups of fans will all be going, da 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 da, they're singing the song to me, you know. It's like, yeah,
Nice.
Where's your fiddle gone? Where's your fiddle gone? They all do, you know, everyone's taking the piss out of me and I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, nice.
Nigel lives abroad, so it makes sense for him to follow more than one club. He has his reasons for choosing St. Pauli.
Now, we're sitting here with your brilliant collection of football tops that you
Yeah,
brought with
yeah,
you.
man.
So we've got the St. Pauli.
St. Pauli, which is my favourite shirt, is the brown one.
Yeah.
You know, this, I just thought any team which can wear the colour of shit is my team. Yeah, man. That's what I thought. I thought fair play, you know, like I'm going to support St. Pauli. Then I found out, like, how great the crowd is here. And so, yeah, that was meant to be.
The kits don't just come out in TV interviews. Nigel has also developed a well-known habit of wearing his football shirts on stage when he performs.
Well, I always was quite conscious of, like, Man United and teams like that always got so much coverage in the media and everything.
Yeah.
And even when Villa were winning the league, they never got as much coverage in the media as Tottenham reserves, even, like, you know. And so, like, I thought I'm going to, at least in my own little way, try and balance things out. So the Villa's in everyone's face wherever I go, you know, that's how it is.
So, this violinist wears a football top on stage. But do concerts and football matches really have anything in common?
What is the same is that music is there for the audience, you know, and we're providing a service, and people have bothered to leave their home and come and hear you play. People have bothered to leave their home and come and see St. Pauli play, you know, and so the players owe it to the crowd. I owe it to the crowd who turn up. Like, they're the ones who keep me in a living and, like, give me the respect of coming and hearing it. And, like, football crowd, they're giving the players the respect of coming and watch them play.
Now, Carlo Ancelotti, former
he?
Chelsea manager, and he's now the Bayern Munich manager.
Who's he? Who's Bayern München? What is that? Is that some kind of medicine?
He told us that being a football manager was like being a conductor.
What,
Is there
that
anything in that
basically?
comparison?
Well, most conductors are pilots, aren't they? So maybe that's what he thinks is the quality necessary for football management. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, we don't like conductors, most of us musicians, because they just wave their arms around and don't do anything. I can understand what he's on about, but I would have hoped that it would be more like Guardiola painting some beautiful picture with the team, not being a conductor, you know.
It's fairly clear that Nigel Kennedy doesn't have to choose between music and football. But what if?
If you could only ever have one again, would you have a concert ticket or a match ticket?
Oh, I'd definitely have a match ticket, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've heard so much music in what I do. You know, it's not that I'm tired of it. But the football with, you know, on a good night, 50,000 people all wanting the same thing, and you can cut the atmosphere with a knife. Yeah, I'd choose a match ticket any time, you know.
Quality.
Like, particularly if it's like Villa against the Blue Noses or something like that. You just can't beat that because, like, there's a real atmosphere.
And he'll never be short of match tickets. St. Pauli's club president came out to invite him to a game, offer a parting gift, and of course share a quick refreshment. But for Nigel Kennedy, there's still only one team playing first fiddle.
And you ain't no friend of mine. We're together now. Well, we weren't, were we?